Just test driving the Bugatti Strings by VIP Soundlab today inside of Studio One 3.3. That is, if you have Contact, everyone has Contact, but if not, Contact is a free player. Right now, the latest one is Contact 5, and you can simply get these strings and use your Contact to activate them. I have a mixture of the plug-in inside of the contact player inside of Studio One 3, and I am using some instruments from my machine here, and I'm gonna show you guys how that works. But just to play around right quick, just dive straight in. And so there are some parameters here that you can mess around with here to introduce new flavor, new style. Messing around with it, change it up big here. So I'm gonna turn this on. This mode here it is the portamento. I believe that's what it is. So if it's more so like a glide, something like that. But let's exaggerate. Sounds pretty cool. That is really cool. Pretty cool there. And so let's turn that back off. And let's play around with the Unisano here, the voices. There we go. So we started tuning, and that's how we can get the effect. It's almost like a chorus. I'm not a keyboard player by no means. All right. So that's pretty much how you can play around, and these are other parameters here that you can mess around with. Mono mode. So if you have this triggered in, if you have this activated, the key up trigger, that means if you are on one note, say for instance, I am on the key of C, and I'm gonna leave my hand there, and I'm gonna play around with other notes while I have that C pressed down. So it's like every note that you press and you let go, it goes right back to C, and so forth. That's how that works. And then you have the different. I believe that cuts off your note. More like a polyphonic type deal here. And then you have the expert, where you have more parameters you can play around with. I encourage you guys to get these strings here and play around and see how you like them. I didn't want to go through all of the parameters and settings and things like that. I just wanted to give you guys a good idea as to how these sound. So let's go to something else. Let's see what else we can come up with, what we can find. Let's go to the bass, deep bass, or bass deep sound. So let's go an octave. Let's see if we can go. So these only go as far down as G. I believe that's G0. All right, and same concept here, same parameters. Just playing around. Some of the things that I love just by playing around with it. I was playing around with some of the samples down here, and the different things you can get into. They have rolls in here. Of course, you got your strings and your synth sound. But this kit also comes with several drum kits available if you like. Let's see. I think this is it. So if I bring this up, I can You know, you know what I'm saying? You can activate your drums, which is pretty cool. But like I say, I sort of rather use my machine, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by that. But there was some other things, other sounds in here that I was playing around with that I like. I believe it was the strings more so down at the bottom. Okay, if we go here. All right, let's turn that down just a tad bit. It's pretty cool. Let's hit the octave button. Pretty cool sounds here. I love what I'm able to do here. This is really cool. So let's see what else can we pull up right quick. So we got the brass here. Let's see what that sound like. So that's the brass there. Again, I am not a keyboard player, so don't judge me. So here's the Rhodes. They have Rhodes in here as well. Sounds pretty good to me. And then how you get the, the chord sounding. If we play around with the Unisano here, we could play with the just get a little more flavor, you know. I'm just playing around here, just showing you guys what it sounds like. This is probably like the 1500th time I told you guys I'm not a board player, but just giving you an idea as to what this sounds like and what to expect if you go ahead and get these Bugatti strings here. It's not only strings available, you get the whole shebang. It's a bunch of stuff that comes in this pack. Let's go to my machine here, and so basically, like, if you bring up everything in your machine, you have to bring it up through the user side, obviously. So basically, in your preference section, you go to the library and you go to user, and then that's how you add in your folder, your Bugatti strings folder, and it'll scan everything and bring everything, and then so you'll be able to see in your user section, in your browse section, if you're on the user tab here, you should be able to see everything, all your sounds here. And so I can also break everything up via categories. So this is some of the sounds to expect. This is a pretty quality stuff here. So let's go to the second drum kit. All right. And there's about 5 drum kits in here. It might be more than that, because there's 2 different sections I noticed that had drums. Is drum kit. Okay, it's 5 kits in here, but it might be more kits in here. I don't know. All right. So as you can see, there's tons of sounds in here. This is pretty awesome. VIP Soundlab did an awesome job putting this together. I'm gonna show you guys what I did right quick. Gonna bring everything down just because I hate it when it hits the in the red. So briefly, what I have selected so far, I have a 808 kick here, and all I did was play with the tuning on it. So as you know, inside of Maschine, you can play around with the ADSR, the attack, release, the decay, the sustain, that type of thing. And so that's what I did here, just so my samples won't overlap each other. And that's how I was able to get so inside of Contact here, you can have as many as 16 instruments within one instance. And as you can see, I have several things going on in here. And all you have to do is just, you can duplicate these channels and just make sure that they all correspond with the channel, the MIDI channel itself. So this channel right here is going to reflect this one right here because it says MIDI channel 2, and this one is something different. Quality stuff here. So this is down here, and so I was going to do something with the kick, but I was like, let me just do that in Maschine. But I like this kick. Actually, I have the same kick, the Brazil kick, inside of Maschine right now. That's what you guys were listening to just a few minutes ago, and then the 808 was on top of that. And this is more so your vintage kit with more attack. So if I needed to, say for instance, if I wanted to hear the kick a little bit more, the beater, so to say, then that's what I would also program in there as well. We have strings down here that I played around with. What is this? MIDI channel 8. So then we're going to click here. Okay, I was just playing with that. So then we have MIDI channel 11. I'm not sure if I have 11. Let's duplicate this here. And let's go to the channel 11. And so let's go to MIDI channel. Let's see. This is 9. Do we have a 9 over here? No, we don't have a 9, so we can go to 9. Let's see what this sounds like. That's dope. Your Egyptian. There's tons of stuff in here, guys. And I'm just going through everything, just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, so MIDI channel 1 is right here. I had it mute. You know what I'm saying? And I started something else, and that's why it's muted or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what I've shown you so far. Please do not judge me. I am not a piano player. I'm just here, just playing around with Bugatti strings, just so you guys can hear what's going on and how I think they are a great tool to have in your arsenal. If you're looking for great strings, this is great for trap music. It's also great for orchestral music. It's also great for pop music. It really doesn't matter what style of music you're using. You can always use any of these instruments in here to do whatever you need to do. As you guys see, there's drums, there's strings, there's synth sounds, there's rolls, there's organs. I didn't show you guys the organs, but there are other sounds in here. And I don't have time to go through everything. You guys just have to get it. As you can see, you see them folders here. There's just a million things to go through. And I don't have all the time to really go through this stuff. So, yeah, this is a great product right here. Big ups to VIP Soundlab. I will be using this a couple of times to complete some projects I'm currently working on. All right, guys, this is Ellip from ksound.com. Remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture.